Breaking news from last night, the police are now investigating the shocking deaths of iconic director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. Beneath the glamorous facade of their luxurious Brentwood mansion, a chilling secret has come to light following Rob's unexpected passing. An FBI probe has uncovered a startling revelation, something that had been concealed in the house for decades. When the agents finally unearthed the truth, even the most experienced investigators were left in disbelief. The police have made a statement. "We will find the suspect, bring them to justice, and make an arrest." Join us as we uncover the hidden truth surrounding this mysterious death and reveal the shocking developments of the investigation. Don't forget to drop a 1 in the comments if you stand with Rob Reiner, or a 0 if you see things differently. For more unbelievable updates, make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest thrilling content coming your way. The tragic conclusion to a legendary love story. On December 14, 2025, Rob Reiner, 78, and his wife, Michelle Singer. Reiner, 68, were discovered lifeless at their Brentwood home in Los Angeles. The devastating news reverberated around the globe. The Los Angeles Fire Department responded to an emergency call and arrived to find the couple with fatal injuries. What started as a typical day quickly turned into a nightmare, leaving friends, fans, and family in shock and disbelief. Rob dedicated his life to telling stories that resonated deeply with audiences around the world. His films made audiences laugh, cry, and reflect. From When Harry Met Sally to A Few Good Men, Rob Reiner became a household name and an icon of extraordinary filmmaking talent. But behind every public triumph stood Michelle, the quiet force who ensured their family's happiness remained intact. As a photographer with a sharp eye for beauty, she supported Rob through every high and low for over 35 years. Their love story began on the set of When Harry Met Sally, where shared laughter and deep conversations slowly transformed into a profound affection that would last a lifetime. They married in 1989, creating a family brimming with love and laughter. Their home was always a welcoming place filled with warmth where friends gathered and memories were made. But that December afternoon, everything shifted. The house, once alive with stories and music, fell into a haunting silence. Just hours later, rumors of tragedy and betrayal began to circulate. Family members were left struggling to grasp the magnitude of the horror that had unfolded. How could a life that had been so full of love and happiness end in such an unimaginable loss? As investigators from the Los Angeles Police Department arrived, the layers of tragedy began to unravel. This was no robbery, no random act of violence. The truth was far more heartbreaking than anyone could have imagined. The once peaceful home, a place rich with decades of memories, had transformed into the scene of a devastating tragedy that shook the public and left those who loved them haunted. As the investigation progressed, the questions only deepened. How could a family's sanctuary become a place of death? What unseen forces had shattered a bond that seemed unbreakable? The answer promises to be as shocking and painful as the day itself, leaving everyone in suspense. The next revelation will expose the full extent of this heartbreaking tragedy. The Mansion of Whispered Secrets. Rob Reiner's home, tucked away in the affluent city of Los Angeles, stands as a symbol of luxury and fame, where both often coexist. Located on South Chadbourne Avenue in the prestigious Brentwood neighborhood, the mansion is a reflection of wealth and privacy. The vibrant city around it offers culture, entertainment, and breathtaking views of the Pacific. Yet behind the gates of this home, a quieter, more hidden world awaited. A world reserved for family, friends, and secrets few could ever imagine. The house itself is a masterpiece of design and comfort. Spanning 245 square feet, about 522 square meters, it boasts 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. Every inch of the home showcases meticulous attention to detail. Intricate decorative trim adorns the ceilings, while French doors open to rooms bathed in sunlight. Exposed wooden beams add a timeless charm to the interior, and built-in cabinets line the walls, combining luxury with practicality. The master bedroom is a private retreat, exuding peace and luxury, complete with 2 large wardrobes offering ample space and refined elegance. A central island kitchen and a dedicated wine room evoke images of lively gatherings, filled with laughter, warmth, music, and carefully crafted moments shared with loved ones. Yet beneath the beauty and grandeur, whispers persist. Neighbors speak of the mansion's oddities, strange passageways believed to lie hidden beneath the floors and rooms that seem to materialize or vanish depending on the visitor. Some believe Rob led a private life hidden from the public eye, with spaces designed for secret conversations and clandestine meetings. Rumors circulate about tunnels and hidden rooms built with the precision of someone adept in both secrecy and the art of storytelling. When the tragic deaths of Rob and Michelle were uncovered, these whispers could no longer be brushed aside. The investigators, already unsettled by the mansion's scale and opulence, soon realized the house held far more than just family possessions and mementos. Faint traces of hidden doors, subtle anomalies in the walls and floors, and signs of corridors absent from the official blueprints unveiled a life far beyond what anyone had known. For the family, walking through the mansion became an emotional journey of discovery. As detectives and federal agents combed the grounds in search of answers, a chilling truth emerged. The mansion itself held secrets so profound that uncovering them could change everything. What lay hidden deep within not only shed light on the tragedy, but also exposed facets of Rob Reiner's life that the world had never imagined. Now the family must confront the truths buried beneath the elegant beauty of this home. These revelations have the power to rewrite the story of a life they once thought they knew, and nothing will ever be the same again. The worst nightmare of a family is slowly unfolding before them. Rob and Michelle built a life grounded in love, laughter, and family. Their home was a sanctuary filled with memories of birthdays, holidays, and quiet nights. But now those memories feel tainted, and every corner of the mansion resonates with loss and confusion. Family photos, once filled with warmth and the sound of laughter during long evenings, have now become faded marks impossible to erase. Rob dedicated his entire life to raising his children, but the challenges and pains of the past are now slowly emerging, forcing the family to face secrets no one ever wanted to bring to light. Tracy, his eldest daughter, born in 1964, was adopted during his marriage to Penny Marshall. She pursued a career in acting and production, and although she is not his biological daughter, she has always been an integral part of his life. Jake's decision to carve out his own path separate from the family legacy demonstrates that family values are cultivated in an environment of freedom and openness to creativity. Romy, the youngest at 28, has embraced the creative world as an actor, writer, and painter, embodying the family's deep connection to the arts and self-expression. Romy represents the younger generation, carrying forward the artistic principles Rob nurtured, while being part of the evolving creative flow, where different generations share a passion that continues to grow. What do you think about the creative choices of the younger generation in the Reiner family? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any exciting upcoming videos where we continue to explore the unique stories of this family. Each of Rob's children represents a chapter in his life, a testament to the love and dedication he poured into fatherhood. They are not just the product of family love, but also the living evidence of the care and guidance Rob offered at every step, even as each one of them carved out their own paths and made their own decisions. Then in 1994, Nick arrived. Nick embodied the family's hopes and dreams, a presence meant to bring joy and continuity to their lives. However, beneath the surface of a family celebrated for its love, something deeply wrong had been brewing. Sources reveal a simmering tension that had been building over the years, a hidden struggle kept behind closed doors, unnoticed even by the closest of friends. The boy who had once played in the sunlit halls of the Brentwood mansion would become the focal point of an unimaginable tragedy, one that shocked even those who had known the family for decades. Sources close to the family have revealed that Rob and Michelle were not victims of a random crime. They were victims of someone they loved. At first, the idea is almost unbelievable, but the rumors soon transformed into a chilling reality. Initially, the police kept the details under wraps, but it was eventually disclosed by close family members that their son Nick was the one being questioned. This tragedy carries a weight far more personal than anyone could have imagined. It's a wound that will leave an everlasting scar on the family. The son at the center of this tragedy, Nick Reiner. 32, quickly became the focus of every headline. The public had long been aware of his struggles with substance abuse and mental health stories he had openly shared in interviews recounting nights spent homeless on the streets of Maine, New Jersey, and Texas. It wasn't fun. He had said words that now eerily echo the nightmare that unfolded at the Brentwood mansion. Born on September 14, 1993, Nick entered rehab for the first time at the age of 15. By 2016, Nick had undergone more than a dozen rehab treatments, each one a desperate attempt to find stability in a life marked by chaos and pain. In interviews, Rob expressed his feelings of helplessness and his deep desire to support his son. "I was never angry. I just felt sorry for him and didn't know what to do to help. And a lot of the time, parents don't know what to do." Rob said a sentiment now laced with painful irony. Nick's struggles had long been a source of inspiration for his art. The semi-autobiographical film Being Charlie, directed by Rob and starring Nick Robinson, depicted addiction and despair with a raw, unflinching honesty. It was a story born from love-fear and a father's desperate effort to understand his son's life, which had spiraled beyond control. Nick himself had admitted that his homelessness was a consequence of refusing to return to rehab. "If I wanted to do things my way and not follow the programs they offered, I had to become homeless," he explained. Amidst that darkness, Nick found a sense of meaning through writing. He wrote the screenplay for Being Charlie, a raw exploration of the pain, mistakes, and fleeting moments of hope that shaped his youth. In interviews, Nick openly shared how making the film brought him closer to his father, despite their relationship previously feeling distant. "He loved baseball. I love basketball," Nick said. "When I saw my dad directing, I thought, wow, Dad really knows a lot. That made me feel closer to him." Rob referred to his son as the heart and soul of the film, a father's pride intertwined with the anxiety that comes from loving someone so fragile. Watching a loved one struggle with addiction has always been both heartbreaking and deeply private for the Reiner family. Rob once said that supporting Nick meant surrendering himself to the pity of those considered experts. These weren't just abstract ideas, but real-life truths, painful experiences that were lived through. And now these truths are no longer confined to movie sets or interviews. They have erupted into something truly unbearable. Nick Reiner's shocking involvement has sent shockwaves across the globe. Could a son really commit such an unimaginable crime? Only time will reveal the full truth. In the meantime, another question lingers heavily on everyone's mind. What will happen to the enormous fortune and meticulously planned will of Rob Reiner? His passing not only leaves a void of love and laughter in the hearts of his family and fans, but also raises questions about the legacy he leaves behind. At the time of his death, the most widely reported estimate of his net worth was around $200 million. This figure reflects decades of dedication, bringing to life some of modern cinema's most iconic films, both as an actor and director in timeless works like When Harry Met Sally, Stand By Me, and A Few Good Men. His influence extends far beyond the screen. Reiner was the co-founder and creative driving force behind Castle Rock Entertainment, a production company responsible for many famous films and TV shows. His shares in the company contributed significantly to his wealth, ensuring that his creative contributions had a lasting financial impact. Additionally, his properties in Brentwood, Malibu, and other parts of Los Angeles further increased the value of his investment portfolio. Each property, luxurious and meticulously maintained, not only reflected Rob's status, but also showcased a life lived with thoughtful consideration and an impeccable sense of style. However, despite his financial success, little is known about how his estate will be divided following his sudden death. As of December 2025, no public records have disclosed details about Rob Reiner's will or trust documents. The public remains unaware of who the designated beneficiaries are, who might serve as the executor, or whether specific inheritances have been clearly outlined. In California, such plans remain private unless filed during probate proceedings or disclosed by the family. Until then, the question of who will inherit Rob Reiner's estate remains unresolved, mirroring the same tension that surrounds the tragedy of his death. Legally, some assumptions can be made. If a valid will exists, the assets will be distributed according to Rob and Michelle's instructions, potentially to their children or a designated trust fund. If no will is found, California law typically divides the estate between the surviving spouse and the children, considering community property and any designated beneficiaries in accounts or trusts. Even with these legal frameworks in place, the details of Rob Reiner's intentions remain a mystery, leaving family, friends, and the public to speculate about how his financial assets will be distributed. As the world mourns a man who brought so much joy and inspiration, attention inevitably turns to the tangible legacy he left behind. The question of his will, along with the circumstances surrounding his death, has become part of a larger narrative, filled with shock, grief, and curiosity, fueling the desire for answers that continue to elude those closest to him. Fans and admirers, while honoring his films and life, now also wonder how the private life of a Hollywood legend will continue to affect the family he loved and the world that adored him. The pain of loss now intertwines with inheritance issues, leaving the Reiner family and the public in a state of sorrow and anticipation, waiting for the truth to emerge. The voices of family and friends are filled with mourning. In the quiet hours following the announcement of Rob and Michelle's death, the grief struck with a piercing intensity as the weight of their absence settled into the hearts of all who knew them. Each revelation, no matter how small, threatens to deepen the wound within the family, making the heartbreak more evident and unavoidable. The questions surrounding Rob and Michelle's deaths go beyond simply identifying the perpetrator. They open up an unimaginable sorrow about the loss and the long-hidden secrets the family must now face. For the Reiner family, the pain of loss is not just an emotional wound, but a harsh reality they must confront every day. This tragedy will haunt their lives for years to come, and even if they wish to move forward, the shadow of that event will continue to linger, making the days ahead never quite the same as before. Behind the camera, Michelle Singer Reiner was the silent anchor in Rob's world. She was his partner, sharing in both the successes and the hardships. Her presence provided steady support and inspiration and played a crucial role in shaping the best years of his life. Together, they built a life filled with love, family, and a shared quest for meaning. Their relationship was not just one of love, but also a powerful union of creative talent and unwavering support. Michelle was always there behind the scenes, the steady hand that helped Rob navigate challenges, safeguarding the beautiful moments in their life. The investigation into their deaths continues to unfold, revealing shocking details even to the most seasoned observers. What began as a private tragedy has now become a public reality. A story where fame and wealth could not shield the family from the overwhelming pain. The rumors and truths that have been uncovered have shifted the public's perception of the Reiner family. Their sudden deaths, while bringing immeasurable sorrow, have also unearthed a complex and unexpected narrative, one that no one could have ever imagined. Each revelation, each discovery within their home threatens to further fracture what was once a beacon of stability and joy. The secrets continue to unfold, each new detail deepening the pain like cracks appearing on what once seemed like a perfect picture. However, these truths cannot overshadow the light that the Reiner family brought to the world. In the darkness of tragedy, it remains undeniable that Rob and Michelle left a lasting imprint on the hearts of many, with their legacy of love, creativity, and compassion enduring despite the storm of sorrow surrounding them. Rob's films were not just works of art. They were stories that inspired, with every character he created reflecting truth, empathy, and humor in the complexities of life. And Michelle, with her kindness and resilience, was a steady source of support for those around her, a wife, a partner always by his side through every step of their journey. Despite the dark moments in their lives, the light they left behind continues to shine brightly, reaching out to others and future generations, reminding us of the enduring power of love, creativity, and compassion. Rob's films will continue to inspire, and Michelle's kindness will continue to spread. Their shared life will forever stand as a testament to decades of love and creative talent. But the tragic events that have shaken the Reiner family and their legacy they change the way they are perceived, Leave a 1 in the comments if you think this story will continue to shock, or a 0 if you believe everything will be hidden forever. Don't forget to share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next shocking revelations.